Kia ora, I'm Sherry Kinnear and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Dozens of police officers and protesters clashed outside Parliament late last night after some demonstrators managed to move one of the concrete bollards near the occupation site. It allowed a convoy of around 30 vehicles that had been moved to Sky Stadium back into the protest area. Police and a forklift arrived on the scene shortly after to move the blockade back in place. A tow truck also arrived to tow a car parked in the middle of Whitmore Street. It's understood the car's occupant was removed and arrested. The late night action comes after police made significant progress in reducing the number of cars illegally parked on the streets surrounding Parliament. In a statement, police said they would continue to work to reduce the cordon in the coming days. And there's concerns protesters are stretching police resources. It's day 17 of the anti-mandate occupation outside Parliament. Some Wellingtonians have vented online that it's taking up valuable police time and are leaving communities vulnerable. Police Association President Chris Cahill says police are stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Police are still being able to resource for emergency response and for other serious crime investigations, but without a doubt those less or more minor crimes are really stretched.
New Zealand's COVID-19 positivity rate is continuing to climb. Our positivity rate, meaning the percent of tests that are positive, is 12.2%. That means more than 12 out of every 100 Kiwis tested in the last 24 hours have returned a positive result. The World Health Organization says anything over 5% indicates a widespread outbreak. Meanwhile, the country could move to phase 3 of the government's Omicron response plan as early as today. Deputy Prime Minister Grant Robertson and Director General of Health Dr Ashley Bloomfield are set to announce the next steps later today and when the move will take place. Phase 3 means changes to the definition of close contacts, more frequent use of rapid antigen tests and the continuation of other measures like the use of digital technologies. There's little doubt from one economist that the cost of borrowing will continue to rise. The Reserve Bank lifted the OCR by 25 basis points to 1% yesterday and is also forecasting the rate will peak above 3.25% by 2024. CoreLogic Chief Property Economist Calvin Davidson believes that won't be the end of it.
There's further increases in mortgage rates. Could be smaller and or slower than what we've seen to date, but there is more to come.
In world news, the Russian-backed leader of the breakaway Donetsk region wants to peacefully settle its borders with Ukraine, but reserves the right to ask Russia for help. Denis Pushilin, who heads the self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic that was recognised by Russia this week, says he favours dialogue with Ukraine in the first instance. At the same time, Ukraine says they want security guarantees from Russia as a step towards ending the standoff between the two countries. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.